All right, y'all, we back, man. I had some technical difficulty, uh, but we back. Being in this life, being a producer, Sarge, man, it come with a lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
Would you say that?
yeah. A lot of responsibilities.
Man, so much to do, man. So, I know we was talking about you doing the music and how y'all moved all over and you was doing your beats and all that.
Yeah,
So, man, at one point, see, you went to college too, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
went to University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, UAPB. Dear mother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Man, you know what? A lot of people be going when it comes to music. For some reason, a lot of people aim for that area.
yeah. Cause a lot of people don't know that UAPB probably one of the only HBCUs that offer sound recording, like a degree in sound recording. Most of the other schools they just offer like music or like stuff for band or choir, but like UAPB probably like one of the only. It's probably like a few more now, but back then when I went, they was like the only school that you can get a degree in sound recording technology.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So you got your degree in sound
No,
recording.
I didn't finish school.
You ain't
I
finished?
didn't finish.
Ain't that something? So let's go into the recording stuff, man. Because one thing I see, bro, that you actually full time record.
Yeah,
Man, that's tough. That's tough to do. I don't. So let how you able to do that, man?
it's
Cause that's
it's fun. Like first, like I don't really work with everyone like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Like I probably work. It's like a small village of creators I work with, cause I don't think I could deal with more people with the attitudes or the mood switches or the changes and stuff. Like I just work with my small village.
Yeah,
I probably work with probably 15 to 20 artists. That's it. You
man.
know what I'm
What all
saying?
have you seen when it comes to this music and recording? A lot.
Yeah, too much.
Too much,
Too
huh?
much. It's been time. I remember one time my old studio shoot. This I ain't gonna say the rapper name, but he had I guess his homegirl in there, and I don't know if she was into it with somebody or what, but shoot, another girl came in there.
Dang.
They went at it for a
Oh
second.
my God.
I was like, yeah, that was a crazy time. That'll happen a few times though at my
You
old
know, I
studio.
used to do a little recording myself,
Yeah,
but well, I tell you that I just had to. I don't know, man. I did a little bit of recording, but it's very risky.
yeah,
The only thing I didn't like about recording at the time, I all I could do was record at my house. I just didn't want everybody coming to my house and
exactly.
all that, and so it's just it's that was a little. I just said forget it. Even when people ask me now, they be like, do you record or so? I said, man, talk to my guy Sarge.
Yeah.
Sarge, he doing it every day. He know the odds and ends on it. I ain't sharp on it,
Hmm.
so I always try to send people your way. So, man, what are some of the what are some of the biggest artists you done recorded and worked with?
Uh, let's see, biggest. I don't know, cause I don't really just. I know Beat King. I did
Yeah.
him. Finesse 2 times. I recorded him before. OJ the Juice Man. I recorded him before.
What you had OJ the Juice Man?
Yeah. Uh,
Dang.
um, I've mixed Kevin Gates record before. Uh, trying to think. There's so many people I don't work with.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look and I don't know. It's so many people.
Man, you done influenced and helped a lot of people when it comes to this music stuff. I had an interview with Sergeant J,
Hmm.
and he was talking about shout out to my big brother, which is you. Um, And we even you see that plaque on the wall back there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sergeant J. Erica Banks.
Yes, sir. Back there on the wall.
Yup.
Yeah. So man, man, what that feel like being an influence to your brothers and your peers, people around you. Man, you done influenced a lot. Even the culture, man. Even me, I've saw you throughout the time, and I'm like, man, this dude really got a real love for this. I mean, because he really doing it. I mean, I remember them days, man. You come with bringing all the stuff out your backpack,
Yup.
and I'm
Don't have to
like,
pull up to your crib.
yeah.
Yup.
So I'm like, man, this dude really for real about this, man. And so one of the things that encouraged me though about you, man, because I saw you was really doing this like full time, and I'm like, man, you really got to be putting some work in to do that, because everybody can't do that, man. Everybody can't do that.
It ain't easy either.
Yeah,
Like, just gotta stay dreaming. Like I'm still dreaming.
yeah,
Like that's how I feel. And if you're around me, we gonna stay in them clouds
right,
because I just don't have time for the other stuff. Like this is my dream and I'm living it. Don't try to wake me up. Don't try to downplay what I got going on. Don't try to belittle what I got going on. I'm still dreaming and living out my dreams. And that's why I'm trying to get other people to understand like we can do this all together. Well, not everybody, but like minded individuals. Like we really could like take over some stuff when y'all get ready.
right, for sure. That's one of the reasons why I said, even looking at that, I'm like, you know what, man? If I know how to do this stuff, man, really, it's time for me to really do it. It's time for me to really push forward and just give it all I got, man. And you know what I mean. The one thing I had to learn though about all of this, the one thing I had to learn about all this was coming from a youngster. You be thinking like, oh man, I'm about to get this paper. I'm finna,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? You think overnight.
Oh no.
You be thinking overnight it's gonna happen. It's gonna work out. But it be some work in this, man. So how many years so far you would say that you've been doing this music?
Well, right now, I started in 2000. It's 24, about to be
Ooh.
25 now.
Yep.
So 25 years.
25
Going on
years.
24, going on 25 years. I just started real young. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even 40
Yeah.
yet. Like I just started real young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. 25 years. That's about I really man, at first I was just doing the beat on the disc.
I
I was the
remember.
beat man. But I didn't know how to put it on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because back then, FL Studio was just kind of coming out.
Yep.
And when you pull it up, I'm like, man, I don't understand none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you see a bunch of gray squares. You don't understand what none of that means. But I had a partner, man, that showed me, shout out to Justin Grissom, man.
Yep.
Man, I used to do it, and they was learning it. And finally they was showing me like this how you make a pattern. At first I didn't know how to make a full song. I was just doing the pattern part and just switching to each pattern. And then they was showing me like, okay, this how you write it out. I'm like, oh, I got it now. So now I started applying it to that, and man, I just build and more and learn. And so is that kind of how you did yours as well? Like,
No, I still don't know Fruity Loops. to this
what?
day.
What do you use?
When I was making beats back then, I had a keyboard, like one of them Casio
Yeah.
type keyboards. I had a drum machine app. Well, it wasn't an app, well, a program on my computer, and I had Cool Edit Pro. So what I used to do is I would make the drum pattern first on the drum machine, and then I export it to the Cool Edit Pro, and then I just record each instrument playing it. I'm talking about no quantized, like none of that. Like I'm straight playing it. If it's off tempo, I'll redo it, cutting, slicing it. Like that's how I made my beats back then.
Dang, I wouldn't have never known that. The way it sounded.
Like I still don't know Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
like
man.
I make my beats through Pro Tools now.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same way.
You know, I was in the studio with Sergeant J the other day, and I was just playing some stuff, and he was recording it and putting it. I'm like, now, I was telling him, like, man, I don't even do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's so many different ways.
Cause you can play it through MIDI. Now you can play it through
Exactly.
MIDI.
I never did it that way.
Yeah, it'll go MIDI and audio at the same time, and then you can just record it to the Fruity Loops. I do know that much. Like you can record it to the Fruity Loops, and you can take it, you can arrange the notes, you can use whatever instrument you want, and then you can section it, cut it, splice it, however you want to do it.
Yeah, when he was doing that with me, I'm like, man, I should have been doing it like that all these years, man. So yeah, man. So what's some of the oh wait, yeah. I was finna say what's some of the art, but I see you in the studio all the time, DJ. So where did the DJing come from? Kind of what we was talking about earlier.
In high school, you remember I was.
Oh, yes,
you
right.
remember I was selling everybody the mix CDs and stuff.
Right.
So it started with Miss Benji. Rest in peace to Miss Benji. Like she wanted me to DJ her house party. Cause if you know them Coopers, you know they like to party.
Yeah.
So she had a house party over there at the house over there off of what's that, Buchanan?
Yeah.
Back that way. So yeah, I DJ'd my first gig for $50. So it really started from there. And then like before that, like my dad, when they used to have we used to have parties like in the yard in Texarkana. Yeah. So like I would be the designated DJ, of course.
Yeah.
So that's really another way I started with the DJ.
At first DJing is a good way, to keep some money in your pocket. I was doing the DJ, and I used to do the old school stuff for little old school parties and stuff, but it started progressing, and I was like, man, I can't even keep up with it. It's so much music and stuff coming out. I said, man, I got so much other stuff going on, I just couldn't keep up with it, so I just said, man, shoot, forget it, y'all. I let somebody else have this.
Yeah, when I was doing it, it really was to make money because that was in high school. And then when I got to college, I was more on the rap side of things. Then I had a homeboy named DJ Hypnotic. Like I was the MC, he was the DJ, but I was the one taking his equipment to the parties and stuff. Yeah. So with Hypnotic, what he would do is like he'll get super sloppy drunk to the point where he can't finish the party.
Dang.
Hey, can you finish the party out? Luckily, I'm already seeing I'm in the cut just observing even like how you doing your stuff. Yeah. I'm just observing how you do the stuff because I'm a quick learner. But with him, I was just looking at how he do the stuff. So he'll get so drunk, and I would finish out some of the parties for him, and it started there. And then me and my partners, Geek Squad, we started throwing parties, and we just wanted a certain type of feel to how our parties went. So like me and my roommate Barry, we downloaded Virtual DJ one day, and it was just up since then.
Wow, that's what's up, man. Yeah. I be catching you online doing your mixes. I'm like, oh man, you really doing it for real.
Yeah, I love DJing. I don't know, I can have so much stuff going on in my life, and I can just DJ and feel better because it just feels like an escape to me. It feels like a musician when he playing the piano or playing the drums or playing the guitar. I really be feeling that stuff. When you see me DJing at the parties, I might not do a lot of talking because I'm really just in the groove, feeling it, just feeling the vibe and just enjoying myself and enjoying watching the crowd enjoy themselves.
Right. That's what's up, man. I seen in them cake mold days too, man. You had that old video, man. You had the whole school live, man. So, man, you always been turning up like that. So, man, let's get to the rough side of this stuff, man. Cause, man, look, being in this music, I know you done seen a lot. I know you done dealt with a lot. Mm-hmm. And Man, I just kind of had a little situation like that. Um, Not too long ago, I was telling this guy, I'm like, this ain't it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't really go too well for us. So, have you dealt with situations like that before, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I dealt with it, but I mean that's part of it. Like this is my life. I don't got time for bullshit.
yeah,
Like I'm sorry, like I
right,
just don't have time for it. Like I feel like if you're an artist approaching me and you want me to like manage or just be over you or help out or be in a team with you, like I can't outwork you. I'm putting in at least 15 hours a day in this studio. Like it's sometimes I don't even get to see my wife and kids because I'm in here trying to see how I'm gonna make this sound good, or see how we gonna market this track, or see making sure this video's out, or just handling this type of business, or just researching stuff. Like so, yeah, I done dealt with it a lot because a lot of people come to me and they just be tiptoeing around stuff. Like they only artists during income tax season.
yeah,
So you approach me with the big head during income tax. You might record one or two songs, get them mixed, do a video. Now we supposed to respect you for the rest of the year because you apply pressure first quarter and that's it.
right. And
Like it don't make no sense.
and you brought up a good point. And see, even when it come to interviews, man, I see you say this all the time online. Listen, whatever you doing, it really just gotta be in your heart to do. Not just for a moment of like seeing the opportunity. Like, 'cause when people want interviews, man, I go on there, I look, I see what they doing, I see their material, they sharing, they putting their stuff out, and what I've come to learn is, man, a lot of people, they just, a lot of people want that space, but when it really boil down to it, they don't want to put that work that come behind it,
Yeah.
man, and I've learned that work, man. It's a lot of work in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why I want to interview you because, man, over years, about 2000, here we is approaching 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Man, a lot of work done put in.
Yep.
A lot of work every day, every other day or however, every year. 25 years is a long time to be doing some recording, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what are some of your favorite artists you done work with?
Um. Sure.
It don't really have to. It don't matter who it really is. I
Yeah.
just want,
Like just like vibe wise in the
yeah,
studio. Like really any artist you done seen me like if you see me like co-sign an artist,
yeah,
like I love work with them in the studio. Like my boy Smoothie. Like
yeah.
I've been working with Smoothie since a little over about 11, 12 years now. So it's fun working with him.
Oh, that's what's up.
TSC Big Red.
Yeah,
Like cause he come like cause Smoothie, when he come, he all freestyling.
yeah,
When Red come, he already got his stuff prepared.
yeah,
So he go in there and spit it. So it's just working with different artists and not to mention like all of the R&B artists that I work with because
yeah,
I love R&B music. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know. I always loved R&B. So like just
yeah,
working with all the R&B artists like Yonka, Kalea, Des Nicole, um, Mr. Pete. It's a few R&B artists. I mean, really, it's a lot of R&B artists I can name. Like even I don't know. It's Lady Fat. Like she
oh
good to
yeah,
work with in the
for
studio.
sure. I think I heard some.
Bizzy,
Yeah,
Jandria. Yeah, the list can go on.
yeah, man. That's what's up, man. I think I heard you. I heard some stuff you was doing the other day when I
Yeah, I was
came over.
mixing that Chalk and Lady Fat. They did
Yeah.
a song, and I was just mixing it, just finishing up.
Oh yeah,
I
man.
think they getting ready to release that. I think so.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Good music, man. Yeah, man. What Sergeant be planning on doing here in the future,
I just plan on just being better than I was the prior year. Like
I
really,
like that.
I took 2024 to focus on this studio and solely this studio. Like from last year in December to now, like the main focus was this studio, Collaboration Studios, owned by me, Sergeant J, Kobe God, my brothers. It's a family institute. You feel me? Just trying to create a place where y'all can come and vibe out, create y'all music, get a video, get a beat, chill, like all that. Like I'm just trying to create a space to where all the artists and the architects can come and record because it's places in Dallas and it's places in Houston. You got places in Little Rock, but I just want to create like a creative hub here, so like all the creatives can have a safe place to come and create.
Yeah, and I saw you when you were saying you was moving to y'all was gonna do the collaboration. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I
So
had the
yeah,
city shook because
yeah,
they thought because the way I worded it was I got a bigger opportunity
yeah. I'm thinking,
in
oh man,
another
he finna
state.
go overseas or something, man. I'm thinking, man, he finna go overseas or
Nah,
something like that,
I
man.
just had to
I'm like, man, but you know what though? That goes to show, man. Like, if you left this area, it will really like it will be a mark missing. You know what I'm saying? So you, especially in this region, man, you definitely got a big mark out there when it comes to recording all the artists and stuff like that. And
but got to shout out Miyagi because like when I moved here in 2001, um, like Miyagi was the one who had the studio and was making beats, and all the songs you heard on KZRB was by Miyagi and Incline and all that. Like I modeled that, and then when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, I was modeling people like Jermaine Dupri, uh, Big Oomp, really all the moguls in Atlanta, Georgia. I was just seeing them do multiple things, so I'm thinking it's normal to be able to do multiple things and
yeah,
do all that. So when I moved to Texarkana, we moved to Texarkana from Atlanta, Georgia. That's the mind frame I was in. Like, well, they did it. We can do it too. Why can't we do it? I don't care.
yeah,
We in Texarkana. It can be done.
man, you so right. I thought about that, man. Miyagi definitely had that mark on the city. Everybody
Hmm.
with incline.
Yep.
Um, Man, definitely all them videos. I remember one time, I'll tell you this story about Miyagi. Man, that's another dude I'm gonna try to get. But he's a good dude. But man, I called myself. I was at the Big Easy one night. I got my little cheap camera. And Miyagi came down there, man, and he had his camera and he had a better one than me. And when he started recording, he started doing like that. I said, "Man, I'm finna throw my camera in the trash,
Hmm.
man. This dude know how to do his stuff." I said, "Man, I got to learn.
Yep.
I got to learn something better." But man, shout out to Miyagi, man,
Yeah.
most definitely. But man, I definitely appreciate you doing this interview, man, because man, we go back a little time, man, and uh man, I'm real proud of you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Seeing all the years that you've done this, just seeing your progress, what I mean, you really having the love for the music and all the people you done recorded and help. Even Smoothie said, he said, man, we dealing with the state of the art type of quality when it comes to recording. So man,
Yeah. I try to explain to people around here, like we using the same stuff mother folks using.
yeah,
When y'all go out of town and y'all paying double what we charging to work with folks and stuff, like we got it right here.
yeah,
Like really, a lot of people around here don't understand. Like Texarkana is ahead of the curve when it comes to like music, like the music business and how stuff going and all that. Like what other small cities like this got multiple recording studios?
right,
We got show podcasts, we
yeah,
got clubs. It might not be many, but we got multiple artists who own they shit. Like we got different crews, like music crews, like all that stuff, and I salute all of y'all just for keeping the city alive, because it's people from like other smaller towns or like towns like Texarkana, like we don't got that over here. I'm like, yeah, like we really ahead of the curve,
Man,
like
for
for
sure.
real.
And yeah, even with that, man, I had somebody message me not too long ago, and man, they was thinking that I was in some like, well, it is a pretty decent sized city, but they was asking me was I in Dallas or
Hmm.
something like, because of the way it looked. Cause man, like it goes back to like with what you saying, like with the recording. My thing is this video and podcasting, and this is what I found a love with. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to bring a light on, like, because there's so much stuff that go on that people miss, the
Hmm.
important stuff, like y'all don't know how this deep. And I just wanted to say, even then, because I had to go back on this. A lot of people don't know behind the scenes, like the relationships I had with people. Like, for instance, with me and you,
Hmm.
you know, a lot of people don't know because we wasn't always around each other
Hmm.
constantly. But we been had a cool and developed a cool
Yep.
relationship way before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
See, people don't know that like when I was in college, like you opened your home up to me every summer that I came home, so we could create, make beats,
Right.
record, like all that, and I appreciate you for that,
Oh yeah.
because like I didn't have nowhere to work at in Texarkana after high school, and like you used to open your home up to me. I remember we was go to them apartments.
Yeah.
You know what
Uh
I'm
huh.
saying? We used to be in there thugging, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Eating, you know what I'm saying?
And see,
Making
that's,
music.
man, I appreciate you even saying that, man, because see, so many people don't know. I was always like, I tried to always be like that. Most of my recording though, I did with a specific artist was CP.
Hmm.
CP always came. Shout out to CP, man. I know he gonna be coming home soon. But CP was the one artist that I got the most records with. You know what I'm saying? And it's hopefully it's gonna be a time where I'll be releasing them, or he gonna have some new material. But Rod, Marley, and them,
Hmm.
D Dub,
Yup.
them, they know.
Dito recorded everywhere.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
recorded everywhere.
yeah,
Like shout out to Dito. Like
man, for sure.
Dito was he most definitely like in my top 5 of all time TK artists, because he was like Drake before Drake.
Yeah,
Cause he was like singing, rapping, and he was making the beats too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout
He
out to D Dub.
Shout out to D Dub, man. D Dub got this. He had this sound like that. He had that. He's got this sound, this that trendy sound,
Hmm.
like that. When I heard it, I'm like, man, you doing this? And then what was so crazy? They used to try to. That's how I end up going to open mic.
Hmm.
D Dub, them,
Yup. Knucklehead,
yeah, Knucklehead,
KB,
uh,
all them.
yeah. They was like, CP was like, man, go to open mic. And I'm not a club scenery type
Yeah, you
person.
never
Yeah,
type to go.
I'm not a club scene type person.
But used to be in that Big
Yeah,
Easy though.
yeah, I used to be there. And Red, you know what, man? Red used to put me to work, but you know what? It took that, unfortunately, to help me. Not unfortunate, but it took that to help me see, like, they woke up something in me that I ain't know I had in me.
Hmm.
And Red did. He was like, man, come on, get this camera, get over here in this corner, buy this, buy that. And I'm like, I ain't know I could do, you know what I mean? I never
Hmm.
looked at it like that. So from that point on, I was always like video, doing this, doing that, doing the studying. And shout out to Miyagi again, man, because Miyagi, he gave me some key pointers when it came down to filming. He was like this and that. And ADT, shout out to ADT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they both was like, this what you could do this, do that. 80 was telling me different programs I could use. I'm like, man, I just started looking and adding it together. I like when music videos tell a story.
hmm I love working with ADT because
Yeah,
like ADT he can for sure bring that vision to life.
yeah,
And like with 80, we kind of started around the same time with things. So
yeah.
I've been around, he been around,
That's
and like
another cat.
like
That's
usually when I sign an artist, I take him to 80
yeah.
or I take him to my brother or Heater. I shop with all the videographers around
Oh
here.
yeah, for
But
sure.
like that boy 80, he up there. That
Yeah,
boy
he
he
been
be having
doing.
movie stuff
Yeah,
going
he
on.
do. He's been doing it a while too.
Yep.
Like back, as technology has come along, some of it done got easy. But I'm telling you, man, back in the day when we was doing it, man, none of this stuff was around.
Nah,
It wasn't even no YouTube.
none of that. I wish we had social media back then. So, because I wish I could still see, memories from back then. I had everything on camera
Yeah,
and everything, but somebody broke in my house when I was in Pine Bluff and they stole my dresser and had all my tapes, my DVDs, VCR tapes, all my memories was in in the dresser. So,
man, that same thing happened to me. I was staying over there in Beverly.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I used to have, I used to record and do the video. That's when I was really getting into it. Man, it was this dude. It was this young cat, man. Uh, it was this young cat I used to pay to cut my yard. That joker, man, I was gone one day. The joker
Gotcha.
got me. Took all my cameras, all my video footage, and
Mhm.
I was just like, man, you know what? I ain't doing this no more. People don't know. Boy, it take a lot of work, a lot of
Yeah,
money, a lot of,
yeah.
and when you do that, you be like, forget that. I'm done with it. But I had to, when I started going to open mic, they had opened me up, and just, okay, I can start doing it again. So I just learned and got better with it over time, man.
That's something we trying to we in talks of trying to bring something like that back.
Yeah,
Like me and my brothers, we want to establish something in the works to where like every week or every other week you can perform and win something like some studio time or free beats or free video or a whole package. Something, just so we can get that new wave of artists back going and to learn how to perform. That's part of artist development.
yeah,
Learning how to perform,
right.
perfecting your craft, perfecting your performance skills, looking at the crowd, knowing what to go when you go to the studio next, what type of song to make to move this type of crowd, or.
Yeah, that makes sense because sometimes I've seen even with artists, I think I'd be a good manager, but I've seen even with artists, some of them do have great potential. It's just some of them just don't know certain things to do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I would say with any artist, one thing that always get me with an artist is when I see how passionate they are about it. Like, to me, I don't think that as an artist, you need to focus on the benefit or the back end of it. How the love and the creativity and the passion for what you're doing and everything else will just fall in line.
I tell every artist, just feed your fan base. Focus on your fan base. Every time I look up, it's an artist bitching about who ain't supporting them. Y'all not even paying attention to who is supporting you. If you even if it's 10 people, think about if them 10 people gathered up in this room right now. It's a full room of 10 people that's intrigued with what you're making. So why not keep feeding them? Because I guarantee you, at least 5 of them going, hey girl, hey partner, hey check this person out. This on my playlist right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep feeding your fan base, and they gonna take care of you.
Man, you know what? That's absolutely true.
It's common sense. It's common sense. Like every time we get on the internet, Y'all don't support me. Don't support me. Don't support me. So pay attention to who is supporting you, stupid.
Right.
Like, just pay attention to whoever love your music, even if it's 10, 15, 20 people. Because you keep feeding them, that 20 people going to turn to 40. That 40 going to turn to 80. That 80 going to turn to 200. That 200 going to turn to 500. And it's going to keep going just like that if you feeding them correctly.
Man, you right. And you know what? You know what I've seen too? When you get so focused on who not supporting you, you'll lose the ones who is.
Because they like, dang, I'm over here supporting them or supporting her, and the only thing you talking about is the people who ain't supporting you. So why should I keep supporting you then if your focus on who ain't supporting you? I take my focus to whoever focuses on me.
Right.
It's common sense.
Right. Because see, one thing I've learned, you don't know who. Like for instance, I'll give you an example. I'm putting out podcast videos. Man, really, I've started with just a couple of regular people who passionate about what they doing.
Yep.
So I pull them on, get an interview with them. Then next thing you know, when I pull them on, put them on the page, now 30 people that knew them know me now. You see what I'm saying? And so now, out of that 30, some 30 more know them. It started with one.
Yep.
It started with one. I done learned that. So now it's like, even in the situation, man, I was trying to bring Charleston White on my podcast. And, it's so many trendy little situations out here. Like these pages, they don't even really be the people. So, man, this dude got me good. And he scammed me. And, man, I was like, dang, man, why would somebody do me like that? But I said that to say this. Little did I know, it was a dude, it was people right here in the city that was around him.
Yep.
All along. And my partner, shout out to Justin Willis. That's my fam. He saw my story and he was like, man, I know some cats that be around him every day. So he put me on 3-way with him. And then they were like, yeah, I'm finna go to the game with Charleston right now. Come to the movie premiere. Man, I went to the movie premiere. Shook hand with Charleston. He did a drop for me. For the free.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Smack.
Shout out to Smack, man.
Smack been talking about this movie for the past year or two. Like, for real. And I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Like, I had a gig already. But, like, shout out to Smack. You in movies now. Now that's another win for the area.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I was even saying earlier today. I'm like, do y'all not realize what? I don't think it done grasped yet. They ain't even grasped on what just happened. Smack is in a movie with Charleston White, one of the biggest celebrities on the internet. Somebody right here in Texarkana.
Yep.
This movie finna drop February of 2025 on all platforms. You know how many people finna watch that because they know Look, if they know Charleston is on the web, they finna watch it. You know how big this about to be? And then Smack jumped in there to interview with me. Shout out to Smack, man, for plugging that for me, cause man, shoot, it's only bringing more light. Like, dang, all of this is going on in that area.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, keep applying pressure. Like, y'all be worrying about the wrong thing. Just worry about what you got going on and the people who supporting you. That's all you got to do. Like, because all this, we all need to come together and do this. Hell no. Because I know how I work. You might give 10% while I'm giving 100. Why we need to team up just because we doing the same shit? Nah, you apply pressure on your end, I'm gonna apply pressure on my end, and you keep shining your light over there, I'm gonna shine my light over here. Next thing you know, shoot, it's a bigger light.
Exactly.
Like I be tired of seeing that stuff. Like seeing people like, oh, we all should. No, no. Get with some like minded people that got the same ethic as you and go up. That's
And
all you
see,
got to
that's
do.
you exactly right. That's why even when people be like, "Do you record?" I'm like, "No, go to SARS to
Mm-hmm.
record." I'm on this end. I'm
Yep.
focused on podcasting, video, movie. That's what end I'm on.
Yep.
But I could do the other stuff, but no.
But even if you did, that's cool. Like everybody needs to
Yeah,
learn multiple things and stuff. Like even
right.
if it's other studios and stuff. Like if you a different engineer and you not part of the collab team, you can still pull up on me and get tips. Just don't dirty Mac.
Yeah,
You know, just don't dirty Mac, because
yeah.
it's other producers and engineers that done pulled up over here, and we over here kicking it. You know, we sharing tips, doing all that stuff, and it ain't no dirty macking. It just when folks get the dirty macking and just doing all that hating and all that sideways talk and worrying about who's supporting and who ain't supporting. That's where you get to losing me at.
Yeah, you absolutely right. Cause even then, even recently now, like me and Sergeant J been in there putting some hits
I've been
together.
hearing y'all in there too,
Man,
cooking up.
yeah. So I'm and he was looking at me like, hey man, you. And then he tagged me with some other dude that was doing some beats. He was like, this dude. I'm like, I'm looking at it like, oh man. And I be in there like, oh, this whack. And they be like, yeah, no, keep that.
Mm-hmm.
So you be surprised where the stuff come from, man. Like putting it all together, like doing what we know to do on these all in. And it's like you said, it go back to that. Man, Texarkana is getting a big buzz right now. So I will say this: any of you artists or whatever you're doing, it's really this would be the best time. If you wasn't doing it, this would be the best
It
time
is.
right now to really, really just stay on it for real. Because all this it's a movie coming out with a star here.
Yep.
I mean, you know what I mean? The podcast, Smoothie.
Smoothie on the biggest Texas remix right now. Why ain't all the artists here sharing it? Make it make sense. He's talking about Texarkana in his whole verse. Why when he shared, it's a few artists sharing it, but everybody ain't sharing it. And I shared something on my story about that. I'm saying them the same ones that's on here talking about how we all need to come together and do this. No, we're not all gonna come together and do this, because it's just like in school when you have a project. It's always the one who ain't got no part in the project. They got the most to say about, oh, y'all no, you not trying to help. So why we even on the same team? You not bringing nothing to the table. So why should we come together?
And you know, and that's crazy too, because even in situations like that, you'll have somebody stand back watching. But the moment it get rolling,
Yep.
I was dealing with a situation like that last night with an artist, and it's like, man, okay, you be telling, all right, do this, do this, do that, do that. But then it's like, don't nobody, like, what's in you? You see what I'm saying? Like, what it really is? What is it that's in you that's going? You know what I mean? I want people to stop looking at it like, people need to stop looking at it like an opportunity present. Look, the opportunity is you. It's in you. It's your drive, your way. One thing I've learned about this world, you'd be surprised who know who. And it could be something simple that you do, and then they'll be like, they know somebody that you thought they didn't know that's plugged. You know what I'm
People be
saying?
thinking they obligated to stuff that they didn't work for at all.
Oh, that's deep.
Like I say, I see plenty of artists, talented, got hits on this hard drive right now. Won't share their music, won't do none of that stuff. But I'm talking about just talented. Too busy worrying about who ain't supporting. Just, I don't know, man. Like,
Dang. Yeah, but I would definitely say that was some good things you said. Worried about the ones who are. Don't lose sight on that because I'm gonna tell you something. When people supporting you, they gonna. And then you know what I've learned.
What?
A lot of times we looking for it all in the wrong places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you be looking for this one person to do it.
Yep.
But it might be somebody over here that's gonna go way harder than them, though. That you ignoring. So I've seen it a lot.
Cause people come to me like I'm supposed to be some gatekeeper and all that around here. Don't call me no gatekeeper or none of that. I'm focused on my tribe. That's it. My tribe that mess with me, I mess with them. Like I say, I only work with about 15 or 20 artists.
Yeah.
I'm only one person. I ain't trying to hold nobody back or nothing. But you not gonna approach me half stepping and think I'm a full step for you. Like, nah, it don't work like that, man. Like,
exactly.
It's so many times I done missed out on bills paying for people music videos, making sure artists get into their shows and all that, and they don't even do it no more.
Dang.
I'm over here moving around this, moving around that, moving around this for certain people careers, and now they don't even do music no more. So how do I? Where does that leave me? How do I supposed to feel? Then you come around occasionally. Oh, I'm ready to get back in it. Oh, okay. But I've been on this train going. You jumped off and you waited for me to go around the world and come back around. Now you want to jump back on the train?
Man, that you hit the nail on the head right then. I've had people that now reach out. Some reach out and be like, man, I used to do this. I used to do. I'm thinking, but why you stop though?
Exactly. But thing is, I understand like life does happen.
Yeah.
And shoot, a lot of people just ain't got the money. But it's a lot of artists I see every weekend. Kickback, bottles, blunts, hoes, clothes.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you spend about good 2 bands a weekend, and then you wait to see me in the club DJing, want to get in my ear. Hey, Sarge, you know I'm really hard on the music. You know they sleeping on me on the music. No, you sleeping on yourself. You can apply half of that to your career, you'll be on somewhere.
Exactly.
But I see y'all niggas partying every weekend, kicking it every weekend, but want to come to me, want me to come out my pocket. For you, something you half-assing it. You want me to come out my pocket. Hell no. I used to be like that. Hell no. You crazy.
Yeah.
I got kids. My kids are almost all of them are teenagers except for my youngest. They got dreams and aspirations. Like my son, like he already know how to DJ. He know how to record. He know how to play drums, and he trying to learn how to make beats from my brother, his uncle.
Yeah.
He trying to learn how to do the videos from my brother, his other uncle. Like he gonna be some raw.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I already know my son gonna be some raw. That's what I'm focusing right now. Now, if you're an artist and you talented and you got your own bread and you think we can go up and you hard, come holler at me. Cause I know we can do something. Like it's so many moguls I got in this phone, A&Rs. I can call them right now. But it's been artists around here I done called A&Rs that I'm not even dealing with like that. Hey, check them out. You know what they gotta do? They gotta go in their phone and keep scrolling. Cause your stupid ass is not promoting your work. You over here talking about everything else, promoting everybody else brand but yourself. It takes somebody 20 swipes, then you finally got a video or something talking about your music. But we the ones tripping. I'm the one trying to hold people back. Shut up.
That's what I be trying to say. Like, look, you holding yourself back.
Yep.
Like, I can't look. I tell people this, and I'm gonna start telling people this. Listen, a lot of people think because of the people I have on my podcast, they feel like, well, man, if you bring me on there, that'll put me back in the game. No, doing an interview with me ain't gonna put you in the game.
But the thing is, before you did your interview with Smoothie, did they want to do one with you then? Before the Smoothie interview?
Probably not.
Sound about right. It be like that. It's monkey see, monkey do. Even if you hot, you can be hot at popcorn for not doing your podcast or your interview. You can set your phone up, interview yourself.
Right.
You can get on Snapchat or Canva or whatever, type a question out, answer yourself, put the camera up. So, how do you feel about woo woo woo? Man, I feel woo woo doo doo doo. All right, next scene. You can do that with your iPhone.
You know, a lot of people don't know that's what I was doing. That's what I was really doing.
It's that simple.
I was going on there making videos and I'm talking to myself like I'm really having a full conversation with myself. It's just me. I'm sitting in my vehicle or whatnot. But people started chiming into it. And then what I did was just went more big and global and professional with it. And what I did was I was like, you know what? It's other people that's doing things that I want to shed light on too. Like, and that's the thing I be trying to say. Like, look, I gotta be honest. Even when I'm doing the podcast, yeah, there's something I would like to see at the end of this road. I like to do it, and I know you love to record.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the road, it's something you want to see behind what you're doing.
Like, we not working towards nothing. Like, what's the purpose?
Right.
Like, any artist I'm working with, I can see them being big. I can see them at least having like one hit song. It's a few artists it's a lot of artists I done work with. They got hits on my hard drive. All they got to do is just push it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Yeah, man. Right. I
guess
it just
gotta go hard. You gotta go hard. You gotta go hard. You can't ease up, especially now. It's so many people doing what we do right now. Like, shoot, find your little space, get in, and expand.
Yeah, and see, it's getting to a point now to where like everything is AI, all this new technology. Mm-hmm. So now, a lot of people going broke trying to create something that they not.
Yep.
I see that happen a lot. A lot of people going broke trying to show people that you something you're not. Like, for instance, you don't see me with no flashy jewelry and watches and necklaces and stuff, but you see my podcast. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm putting that what I'm doing with my stuff. Like, even with you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got all that old, you know.
Nah, I done had my time when I used to work.
Yeah. But you grow up, you realize you be like, man, listen, I did buy some jewelry and stuff and watch, but one day I looked back and I was like, man, if I would have had bought this with that, mm-hmm. I would have been right here.
Yep.
Cause this cost that. So you mean to tell me, okay, like people don't, man, some people could have done built their own studio.
Yeah.
With all the money they done spent.
Exactly.
You go get a $5,000, $10,000 necklace to shine. Bro, you know you could have put a studio together with that to do your own recording.
But they know if they get it on their own, now it's on them. They don't got nobody to blame. You can't say, oh, but Sarge, Sarge ain't nothing. Deep. You got your own studio now.
That's deep.
Sarge don't want to record me. Okay, get your own studio.
And you know what? A lot of times that's what a lot of people fall back on. They looking for somebody to say, you the reason I didn't.
Yep.
No, it's never nobody else. Like, what's wrong with you? What did you do?
It's still an artist to this day. I helped him with his biggest song ever, and now it's still my fault 10 years later on why he ain't excel in the music.
Dang.
I'm not even gonna say your name, but you know who I'm talking about. And it's not even on no messy stuff. Yeah. It just, I keep hearing, such and such said you the reason. Nah, you the reason. Shit, right. You the reason, sir. Not me.
You can only go so far with it, and then it's up to you. Mm-hmm. Like, it's up to the person.
Cause I can't do it all for you. Right. Now, if y'all want me to, I can get back in that rap lane. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I got probably a whole tape recorded right now. I can just put little tweaks on it and release it. So I can do that too. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
It
with
just
the little bookie.
where I'm at. I like being in the background. I want to be like an executive. Well, I'm a young mogul. I call myself a young mogul.
Yeah.
Miyagi gave me that name 2010, 2011, and that just stuck to me. I want to be like a young mogul. Like, I want to have, like I said, a big hub here. I want to have a nice label full of creative artists who working hard as me. I want to build like a big team of everybody who do some type of media, from all the cameramen to all the producers to the engineers to the artists, all that. I want to build like a big strong team here, a big infrastructure, so we can start producing artists and putting them out. We don't need the big labels and stuff. I learned that during the whole 1501 thing. Like, they're a small label, but it's so much stuff you can do with just a small team of people who stay in their lane and do what they supposed to be doing.
For sure. You're right. And all you got to do is, because one thing that made me get into this too, because I was looking at it and I'm like, man, I know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I do the same thing. Like, if you know how to do it, do it. Like, it ain't got to be no... So, and you know what? I done been around some of these people, and they don't even... It be so simple sometimes. They don't even really be knowing it either. They don't.
And YouTube is free.
Yeah. Man, YouTube is online college. Free
a
online
lot of this stuff I done learned off of YouTube.
For sure. I learned a lot of this off YouTube. I'm like, okay, so they used that camera, and this what they did on there. Man, that's how I learned all this.
Because when I was in school, like, we learned the basics. We learned how to record choirs. Right. Like, I can help set up them big studios. I know how to analog mix. I know how to do all that. But when it comes to that digital and stuff, a lot of that's like Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Even though I started on Pro Tools in college, a lot of the stuff I'm knowing now is off of YouTube. And me just straight out researching.
Man, I tried to learn Pro Tools one time. It was about like we opposite. Yeah. Man, you opposite because see, you like I got Pro Tools and I'm like, man, that's the one thing I didn't try to learn. Yeah. Cause when I got on there, I'm like,
it's the same as Cool Edit Pro though.
Yeah.
Cause that's why I came from. Well, I started with a program called N-Track when I was in middle school, and then we moved down here. I found out about Cool Edit Pro. It's called Adobe Audition now.
Yeah.
So and then I went from Cool Edit Pro to Pro Tools. And
hey,
I'm
my
stuck
boy
on
Cole at that Adobe Audition though. He know how to make that joint sound cold. I'm like, man, I tried to use it too. Mine, what I was stuck on, the Sony Acid Pro.
I remember that.
Sony Acid Pro. When I figured that out, because I knew how to tweak that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's what I've always stuck with now. So when I record, I still use that same old one. But I know how to go through that one better. So, and then as far as FL Studio, I still use 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 20 something now. I didn't get all up into that.
Yeah, I let my brother Sergeant J. I let him deal with the Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
I still, like I said, I make mine on Pro Tools.
Yeah. He gonna show me how to do the other stuff too, man, on that one.
He tried showing me a few times. I just can't grasp it yet. Maybe if I try again, I might can learn it. But right now,
to me, it ain't as hard. It's simple to me. But maybe the newer ones, I don't know. The newer ones probably a little different, but to me, it's simple. Mm-hmm. It's simple to us, man. Yeah, man. But man, I'm so glad you did this interview with me today, man. We're gonna be looking forward to anything you want to plug.
Yeah, I'm plugging the studio, Kollaboration Studio. Make sure y'all tap in.
Sure.
Y'all need me to pull up to your party. DJ, I'll pull up, do that. You need some beats, holla at Sergeant J across the hall. You need a video, holla at Kobe God up there in the front.
Yes, sir.
And if you need some studio time, holla at me or Kobe God. Like I say, this is a family operation. Kollaboration Studios.
Kollaboration Studios.
Oh, yeah, and shout out to all the artists I work with. You know, we going up. 2025, we're going to go up to another level than where we was at 2024. And I appreciate everybody for working with us. I salute everybody that's around here that's doing music or doing the entertainment, all that. Like, don't think that we over here hating or none of that. Nah, just establish, do your thing, do whatever you doing. We doing whatever we doing. You go hard, we going harder, and that's how I'm looking at it. Like, we just gonna go up together. You go up over there, we go up over here. Shine your light over there, we shine our light over here. And from the outside, it's a big light.
For sure, man. All right, man. We'll be looking out for some more interviews. And this was the exclusive TBR Collaboration Studios video coming to you. The podcast coming from the Popcorn Podcast Show.
The first one, because I'm trying to be like Boosie and Vlad. I'm trying to be on here.
Oh yeah, we coming. Oh yeah, this is the first one. We coming back.
Yeah,
we gonna be bigger than Boosie, Vlad.
Yep.
Say Cheese, and I shout out to all them because I've been sitting back learning. But we doing the same thing. You see how we brought it over here.
Yep. Stop sleeping on the region. Like we major from a small city. Major sounds from a small city. That's how it's gonna be. Like, stop sleeping on the podcast around here. Stop sleeping on the videographers. Stop sleeping on the DJs around here. Like, shoot, it's pressure around this. All the artist pressure, the DJs, we all pressure. Shoot, all the podcasts, all y'all niggas pressure.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, we pressuring TK. Like, stop letting them small minds tell y'all to test cannon out on shit. Yeah. Like, we have emotion. Like, and it's gonna keep going with or without y'all.
For sure.
Like, y'all start deleting all them negative people that's around you that's trying to wake you up from your dreams. Delete them.
Yeah.
Delete them.
For sure.
For real.
For sure. Well, we gonna be coming back with another exclusive at some point. For sure. Man, but I appreciate you tapping in.
Man, thanks for having me. Man. Pulling up to the lab, you know.
Yes, sir. I brought the partner. Sarge, the only one that got me to bring the podcast to the studio, his studio.
Yeah, we in the lab.
I brought my whole podcast here to do this edition, man. This is a special edition right here, bro. Well, yeah, anyway, man, the Popcorn Podcast Show. Remember, there's more exclusive. Follow me on YouTube, YouTube/DJ Productions 11313, and also on Instagram, and of course on Facebook. We got more exclusive content.
Oh yeah, and follow me at all platforms, Sarge B903, SGTB 903, and that's on all platforms: Snapchat, YouTube, MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that there. Follow me right now.
For sure, man. Sergeant B.
There you go.